Hello everyone! Happy New Year! How are y'all doing? I'm doing very well. I'm very excited to make this mini vlog about my trip to Seattle for the 2024 Short Run Comics Festival. It's a significant event for me as the 2023 Short Run Comics Festival was the very first festival I sold my art ever. It was the start of this small business career, so to say. So I'm going to be showing you how the 2024 Short Run Comics Festival went for me, highlighting some of the ups and downs and comparing it to last year's. And some clips might be from 2023, but I'm going to make sure that I label them on the video so that there's no confusion. And yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. So most people ask me how I even got started selling my stuff in Seattle, just cause I'm from New Jersey. It's not common to start selling in the West Coast when you live in the East Coast. So to give a quick explanation, I had just started advertising my comics on my portfolio website, and I was using some keywords and my SEO of my website. And one day I received a contact submission from Amy, who is a young and ambitious writer and publisher. She was specifically looking for a comic book artist who had graduated from SVA, and the description of my website says Ren Chu is a 2D motion designer and comic book artist and graduated from SVA. So yeah, that's how she found me when she needed a comic book artist to work on her next project with. Which, by the way, this is a good example on how important your SEO keywords are for your portfolio. And so we video chatted, got to know each other, and agreed to work on this project together. What was most interesting to me on this proposal is that she's in Seattle and she had been going to art festivals, namely Short Run, for a few years, selling her novels and her comic books. And yeah, that's how this whole art vendor thing started. I'm very humbled and blessed to have done this with her because I know how scary and overwhelming and uncertain it can be doing this alone. Albeit it was awkward for me to be the novice as a fully grown adult compared to her, who's young but yet has so much more experience. 2023 was a big hit for our graphic novel, the first project we worked on together, and we were looking forward to 2024. Okay, so now back to 2024. Now you get the context. So at this point, I had been basically exhibiting for a year, and I was very excited to come back to Seattle. I really wanted to see how much more different it was going to be compared to last year's and to try to measure my business's growth. I obviously didn't make as much last year. I mean, if you look at my items on my table in 2023, you can see I didn't have so much. It was very much a baby's first step. But now I've grown significantly and I have so much more comics, zines, posters, stickers. And I was anticipating for Short Run 2024 that I produced a risograph calendar and a fully brand new comic book. Shout out to Taxonomy Press and Paper Press Punch, who helped me produce my works, and they're awesome. Again, description has all their links. Check it out. They're amazing, great studios. So let's focus on the calendars. I had received them a couple weeks before Short Run, and I was very excited to work on this. I had been working on it for a couple months before Short Run. I'm a big calendar user. I love calendars, and I really wanted to make something to launch Softy Time Studio, and I thought a calendar would be perfect. It's a risograph calendar of my teddy bear Softy doing things throughout the year in purple, red, blue, and green. Rachel from Taxonomy Press did a great job, and she also did a great job on the paper bags, which feature me and Softy. They're really cute. I really love seeing that Softy Time Studio has a little bit more of a brand design, and I just love it so much. And I would say that you could buy a copy of the calendar, but unfortunately, by the time this video comes out, they're basically all sold out. It was 50 copies, limited edition, and people love them so much that at this point it's selling out, and which I love and I'm really glad. But if you want a copy, you're gonna have to wait for 2026. So anyways, I had learned from past festivals and last year's experience that I tried to pack all of our things a week before short run. And surprisingly, some people ask about this. How do we pack our things for out-of-state events? And well, luckily my small business is small enough where I can fit my stuff in carry-on luggages. I know some people have to ship their items to out-of-state events, but again, I'm not that big, and I'm cherishing this part of my business where it's not too big where I need to do that. Last year's stuff actually managed to fit in 2 carry-ons, and this year we put our clothes in 1 carry-on, and then we put our items in a checked-in luggage. Nick and I go on many flights, so a 6-hour flight isn't too much on us. We stayed at our favorite hotel, Citizen M. We went there last year, and so we decided to stick to it again this year. I know Short Run offers some coupons for inns and hotels, but we just love Citizen M so much that we decided to stick with them again. They're very cozy, very quirky, very fun, very cute. We loved it so much. Luckily, we landed an hour earlier than expected, and so we just dropped our things off the hotel and just went touring Seattle immediately. Last year we weren't able to tour because we had just landed, did the festival, eat, socialize, and left. But this time we took our time to tour Seattle, specifically the Pike Place Market. Oh my gosh. We got to explore all the different foods and shops and all the vibes in Pike Place Market. We absolutely loved it. It was so fun and inspiring. I really wish there was something like this in New Jersey. We ate so much, and Nick got to try out some good coffee, and he bought me a glass necklace that I absolutely love because I love purple, I love flowers, and I love supporting local businesses and local artists. Afterwards, we explored downtown and we ate some great tacos at a great restaurant. And then we promptly went to bed. Friday was really chill. Nick had to work remotely in our hotel room while I was drawing something that Amy wanted to print for the festival. And in the evening, Paper Press Punch invited us to a small get-together with their friends, which was perfect because then I could pick up my fresh, brand new copies of Soup in Space. I absolutely love their studio. I don't get to see too many risograph printing studios because they're kind of rare, but whenever I do, I'm ecstatic and I just love it because low-key, I kind of want my own risograph studio someday. But anyways, it was just really awesome. I just get ecstatic just even thinking about it. The get-together was small and chill. I got to see Zine Hug and Lucky Risograph and Sada there too. I had met some new people there as well, and this is the part I love about my job. It's the community, it's the people, the artists, the craft. It's also inspiring and so much fun to me. We got to see people's works that they were going to exhibit tomorrow in the festival. Everyone just so great at their craft, and it was just so amazing to look through it. Even Nick had a good time, even though he's not a visual artist. We just love the vibe. We love to get to know people, and it was just really great. By the way, my husband does YouTube, and I would love it if you guys check him out. Here's his channel. Check him out. I love him. I'm sure if you love commentary videos, you'll love his channel as well. By the way, have you seen my new comic book? I made this earlier this year, and I had been selling the beta version of the comic book. It's called Soup in Space. It's about my halfling monk character getting lost in space, and they want to make soup, and at the end of the story you actually get the recipe. It's my grandma's recipe, and it's really, really awesome. Not gonna lie, you should buy one maybe. And it's really cute, really fun, really cozy. Let me show you a page. Like, look at this, it's so cute. I love it so much. Not biased whatsoever. Okay, maybe a little bit biased, but a lot of people like this too. Paper Press Punch did an amazing job printing it. Originally it was violet and bright red. This time in the official alpha version of Soup in Space. It is orchid and bright red, which people seem to love even more, and I love it. People love it. Buy yourself a copy. I'll talk more about it because it was a big hit in short run. You can buy yourself a copy at www.softytimestudio.etsy.com. Link is also in the description. And yeah, thank you if you do buy it. I made it with lots of love. Perfect. Anyways, afterwards, we went to go eat some mind-blowing dim sum. Great food, 10 out of 10. We love Seattle food. And then we went to bed. And so it's the next day, short run day, the moment we all been waiting for. We knew what to expect this time. Unlike last year, we woke up early, we hit the gym so I could prepare my legs for the hours of standing I was going to do at short run. And since the hotel was near the Space Needle, the area where short run was taking place at, we knew what to do and we didn't get lost. And thank God it wasn't raining, because last year it was pouring and it was horrible. But yeah, this time it wasn't. And this is the moment where I really appreciate my husband, because he was the one who carried that heavy luggage and was a champ, and I love him very much. And we got to the event. Like last year, Amy had reserved a half table, so half of that half table was space for me and my items. I had already planned my display for the 2x2 foot space, so setting up was easy peasy. I didn't get too much footage during the festival, just cause when the doors opened, it was crowded. But Soup in Space was so popular, like it was very well received. It was so well received that it sold as wholesale for the very first time. The couple who bought the wholesale copies were super nice and super patient with me, because personally, I had never sold wholesale before. They actually run a bookstore in Edison, Washington, and it's called the Book Shucker. And if you're in the area, maybe pay them a visit, support their local shop, and yeah, maybe you could find Soup in Space there. So yeah, anyways, the Tamamama zine did very well. I sold a lot of stickers. Cholita did very well there too, because Washington embraces native cultures very much. Nick would also check up on me every now and then, and I asked him to go buy some things for me at Zine Hugs table, and I really had to get their new hat. They're amazing. I love their studio. I think the cap looks really good on me, and they're amazing. Check out their stuff. Honestly, I felt like the festival went by in a blink of an eye. It seriously felt like I had woken up from a dream by the time it ended. I felt like I ran things much smoother than last year's. I knew how to receive money better, whether it be cash or card. I knew how to pitch my comics and my work very well. Initially in 2023, I was a little bit nervous on how I priced my work, but this time I felt a little bit more confident in my work's worth. Overall, it was a fast yet amazing experience, even better than last time. And so we just packed up our things, and then we went back to the hotel, and I started counting the cash. And I'm gonna be vulnerable right now, but I cried when I finished counting the cash. I had made literally triple of what I made last year, which is crazy to me. And I was praying for this, and I don't know, I kind of felt like it might happen, but realistically, you never know. I mean, yeah, I had been praying to God that I would meet this monetary goal, and I did, and yet I still cried about it. All that to say is that it wasn't a financial loss to go there, unlike last year. Not that that's a requirement on why I run my small business, but it's nice to see how much my small business has grown in literally 1 year. And it was nice to know that my sushi dinner after the festival was going to be covered. So yeah, that was Short Run 2024 for me. And what a fantastic way to measure my business's growth. I'm very grateful for how things turned out and my circumstances that allowed me to travel to Seattle for this event. Short Run is one of my favorite festivals to exhibit at, and I really look forward to next year's, hopefully when we release our next graphic novel. And yeah, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching this. If you made it all the way through, Let me know in the comments. I would appreciate to know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And you guys are awesome. And I hope you all have a great 2025. Bye. Bye. Poor Softy. He looks like he needs a cookie. This is protein. No, it's okay. That's gonna be a great blooper.